Fully vaccinated travellers from 5 more countries will be able to enter Singapore without quarantine in the coming weeks. The overall quota for such travellers will also be raised from 6,000 to 10,000 daily. They will only need to be tested for COVID-19 in lieu of quarantine. Vaccinated travel lanes, or VTLs, for India and Indonesia will begin from November the 29th. Those for Qatar, Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates will begin from December 6th. With the new additions, there are now 21 countries with quarantine-free travel to Singapore. The Transport Minister says these countries contributed just under half the total daily arrivals pre-pandemic. And as Singapore gradually reopens its borders, the government says it is keeping a close eye on the global COVID-19 situation. It adds that the VTLs are not set in stone, but rather are still subject to future amendments. Gwyneth Teo explains.
I think what's significant is that a latest slew of restrictions perhaps from the European continent. So for example, the countries that we have a VTL with, Denmark, has reimposed quarantine for travellers from Singapore. And also, the Council of the European Union has taken Singapore off the white list of travel. South Korea as well is not letting those who have recovered from COVID-19 onto that VTL to South Korea from Singapore, even though that's a two-way VTL. So of course, that question is very, very valid. But of course, the ministers actually said in response, it's very normal for the conditions around the world to keep changing, especially as the virus, new variants may emerge and as waves of infections come and go as the seasons change. And that means all countries are free to impose or to lift restrictions as and when they deem reasonable or see fit as per their public health situation. And Singapore, of course, is also free, therefore, to adjust and even curtail restrictions or permissions rather, as and when it sees fit for a careful and calibrated reopening of the borders.